leg skin, when he stretch your distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, round it up, count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me, cause I blame she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, we need more.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now a first carry here for Robinson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Switch, switch, switch. Check. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Shift.
They keep it with Henry on first down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Alert flat, alert flat, flat. Whip. Watch the whip. Switch. Check. Lucky.
On second down now. It's Henry, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Cut.
Third down, here's Haskins. Wide open receiver complete. And that goes as a gain of 37 on third down. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Derrick Henry. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run with Henry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Rush in, rush in.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Red, 50-16 out block. I'm general.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Titans on the loose. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Alert, alert. 3 down. Mine 50, mine 50. Ready, go.
2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline.
Let's go. 90. Wolf. Go, Mike 50, Mike 50. Here we go, here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know the fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. A first carry now for Jordan Howard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he's got his man on the comebacker. And he'll be out right at the 35. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Set. Dirty base. Let's go. 54. Hey, pick it up, defense. Ready.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here I come again. Delta. Here I come again. Hot.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
61, matchbox, right.
They're going to look to throw. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They run with Howard. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Running, it's Drake, and he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They'll set up a throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays. He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Airing it out deep for Smith. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it on play action. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll set up to throw. It's caught by Funchess. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Set, ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Topper. Watch out.
2nd and 2. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 23.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Looking to throw. Funchess has it complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
No, let's go.
Out of the gun, this is Howard. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Mike 54.
They'll look to throw here. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jordan Howard, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and through. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You can't block me.
Henry. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Tackle made by Zaire Franklin.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, it's Robinson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Mike, 53, Mike, let's get the ball.
Final play of the half, it's Haskins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch the slant. Ready, go!
He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
General, next. 54. I'm scared. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So stop here defensively to start this 3rd quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taking it about the 16. Fighting through. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell your guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw, Haskins. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. But with his size coming out of the backfield, usually takes more than an arm tackle to get him down. That's why they like to get him involved in the passing game.
No doubt about it. You saw him running that angle route there and catching the ball. And with his size, not often thought to have hands, but we're hearing that more and more. Guys are doing a better job of catching the ball at any size coming out of the backfield because they need to be a full part of the offense.
On 3rd down, Haskins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Ready, ready, ready. Check Mike 54. Mike 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. No, no, no.
They And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Set. 50-50. Play. 54 Mike. What we got? What we got? What we got?
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out.
60 orange. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 3, check 3. White, 64, weak. Ready.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Catch made here by Campbell. A big play there for Indy. And even 50 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Red. 70 in. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. Running with Howard. And Howard stopped short. He didn't get there. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal?
Brings up 4th and goal.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Check 13. Check. Say. 36.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch 54. Come on, D. 25, check 20. Recon, 132 fight.
They'll run from the pistol with Howard. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Check 55, Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Slam, 61. Matchbox, lock, ready, go.
Again, it's Howard. And he is going to get this close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the Titans' 23.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Come on, set, 90, roll, empty.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
The point after is good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back now in Indianapolis. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. A first down carry for Henry. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
On now is the Titans punter, standing just outside his own goal line. That's taken on the 25. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Wide, get 66. Bullet high. Check 31, check 31.
Try the right side with Howard. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken at the 15. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
Second down, Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Come on, QB, come on. We got it. 50 extra mic, 50 extra mic. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Extreme. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Trying to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On now is the Titans punter, as he's on here to punt it away. Fielded at the 20. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
At the 25-yard line.
Let's get it.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
80 weapon.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Adoree Jackson right there, step for step in coverage.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw here. Over the middle, complete. That's Terry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
On 1st down, Drake. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
On the set. Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel. Watch the slap. Watch the slap. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. So much for the run on 3rd-and-1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th-quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Now Howard. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Check. Buzz. Hot, hot.
Now back to throw. Campbell making the catch. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Right there, right there. 64, weak.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Howard, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Ready, ready. 6 orange.
One final kneel down here, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Indianapolis, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else, in their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Titans, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So for our entire